check for up downloads area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go the same. What is it? Is gonna grab your add your see the other plugin for the vertical plugin. The vertical plugin now the streamer. You of course have the settings on that, so we can stream to TikTok. You have access to TikTok stream. But with that though, you might be wondering now, how do I go live? What you're gonna do is pretty straightforward. You're gonna set the stream. So you see now we're down below. What happens with it is that you can actually add a separate streaming platform, which is pretty cool. So yeah, not only do you have a vertical plugin now the stream. If you want to use your other plugin, now click added. And now you of course can add, you can customize it as you want to if you want to get more in depth. But honestly, I don't see the point of it, so we're just going to click done and OK. Once that's added, you'll see now click added. And now you of course can add YouTube, Twitch, whatever platform you can, and then you can go from there. Of course, if you want to use your other plugin for the vertical plugin, you can use this to stream on TikTok, because what happens with it is that you can actually add a separate streaming platform, which is pretty cool. So yeah, not only do you have a vertical plugin now to stream with, you of course have the multi-stream with if you want to use that. I just recommend you get the vertical plugin. We'll have a video on that link down below. Check that out. That will actually show you how the settings on that side. If you stream to TikTok, you do have access to a TikTok stream. But with that though, you might be wondering now, how do I go live? What you're gonna do is pretty straightforward. You're of course gonna click.
Where is that even coming from? Alright, feeling a little stressed, not gonna lie. We'll get through it. We're gonna get through it. Nice. We are in business. Business ethics. Oh, let's go, dude. Shane T streaming on mad platforms. Oh, let's go, dude. yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's so delayed. That's funny. So pitted. Hotkeys video. Output. Say low latency. Let's up this all the way. I'm not sure if that's better or worse, but okay, let's see. I'm starting to log in. This is some intense stuff, yo. Gotta stop looking over. My neck is starting to hurt from looking over there. How do I get to? I love being a nerd. It's the best, dude. See if I can get TikTok. That would be wild. If I get TikTok live, I don't even know if you can do TikTok live. No idea. Currently, I'm on all all platforms basically. Just mute this. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm on all platforms. I'm on Facebook. I am on, and I could probably do multiple Facebooks, which is pretty crazy. But right now, I'm on my main Facebook. I'm on one of my Instagrams, which is probably enough. It's crazy. I could do both. I guess I could do all three if I wanted to. Select two objects. That's a different one. Verification complete. Oh, there is a live option. Oh, yeah. This is not where I want to be. Dude, call me Gary V, dude. I want to be live myself. For you? No, I want to be live. How do I go live? I want to be live, bro. Creator Center. Man, this ain't the right one. fames, bro. Boom. How do I go live? How to go live on TikTok. Wow. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to make a post about that then. Alright. Well, unfortunately, looks like we might not be able to go live necessarily, but let's just double check some shit. Let's check Shane D still live. Oh, that's why. Alright, Shane D's live. Let's check that Mondayvert's live. Mondayvert's live, dude. Alright. We're in business. That's pretty cool. I'm down with the sickness. Let's like double check if my YouTube's going. It's weird that all those are going, but my YouTube's not. Okay. I don't know. I can't really see YouTube itself. Alright. Cool. Cool. I definitely am gonna like turn on my TV over here at least so I can like put something else up there too. Let's turn this off. Am I live? It's pretty interesting. Looks like I'm not even on camera. My Instagram. I'm gonna have to like figure that out. What's up, Melissa? I'm trying something new for the first time. I didn't even realize you could do it. So I was like having my camera up or my phone and then like a camera and all this and dealing with that. But right now I'm actually on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook and Instagram all at the same time through one thing. Kind of a nerd, as you can tell. What's up, Richie Reed? Could be my mom too. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with myself. I'm a little bit of a tech whiz. Eventually, I'm going to be on TikTok, but I need more followers. I guess you need 1,000 followers. So, what's up, Mom? Yeah, definitely want to get my followers up. I'm going to look what it looks like on Instagram real quick if I can. I don't even know how I'm going to do that. But just want to see, because on my screen over there, I have it like up. I'm only seeing like half the screen. So, I just want to make sure that I am, in fact, getting the full screen. Oh, that's weird. Instagram's kind of funny like that. Alright, so let's see how I can make that better. That's interesting. Probably gonna have to work on the settings eventually, but I'll try to put myself in the middle of the screen for Instagram. What's up? Thanks, Thor. Big shout out. So I'm kind of in the middle there. That's gonna work for now on Instagram. So Instagram's a little bit of a different format, unfortunately. I have to kind of wrinkle out or get the wrinkles out of this one. Appreciate everyone for joining right now. I got some items. I did take a big kind of rest day early in the morning. Woke up and just kind of chilled. You know, probably should have worked out, but not going to be hard on myself for that. My ankle's been bothering me, so it might be good to kind of take the day off anyways. Got to spend some time. It was my dad's friend Paul Mead's last day. So we spent some time in Conway. We got to check out, I think it's called like Chauncey or like Chauncey's Bar. It's like a pizza place. Pretty good pizza, which was awesome. If you find yourself in Conway, which is a great area, South Carolina, definitely want to check it out. Kind of in the process of like learning more technical stuff here. But yeah, I gave the AM off. It's all about self-care. So, you know, if you're going hard for like 4 days in a row, trying to go 7 days in a row is crazy, especially if you do it week after week. That's something that's like really important to me, is kind of taking it easy. Um, yeah. And so, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kind of get used to like where to set up my screens. I have Facebook on a screen to my right. My family obviously knows I have like 4 screens in front of me at all time. I have like a nice big one in front, but that's where I'm seeing myself, but I'm not really seeing the chat. So I'll just do a better job overall of like having one window that I'm able to kind of monitor people talking and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just going to go through my agenda items. Um, yeah, I mean, just a reflection. Like these past 2 weeks for me have been really enjoyable. Just like kind of not allowing myself to get stressed out external factors. Internally, that's another story, but I also am improving in that area, I would say. Even right now, like I found myself kind of rushing to get through the live. There's no reason to rush. Like I'm very fortunate. You know, and one of my buddies is trying to play video games. Not really like dire to play. I was like hanging out with him though via video games. So we'll see if I get done with this early enough. That'll be something I do. But yeah, so just really thankful for all the support. I actually, before I go into maybe some of the agenda items that I have written down here, worth talking about, I was like a Facebook troll today, but kind of in like a positive way. And so my, you know, when you're a realtor, you want to be on these websites like moving to South Carolina, people asking questions. And someone was just kind of looking for work and they're like, oh, I moved down here recently trying to find a job. And this one person's like, you should have never moved down here. You should have done your research beforehand. There's no jobs. Just really negative. And it's pretty funny. Like, at first, I was kind of being a little bit sarcastic, but I was ultimately being positive overall. And so just kind of told him, like, is there really any need for you to be so negative? This person is just posting, trying to find a job. They already moved here, so it's not like they're helping them or anything like that. And it's pretty funny how many people joined in. So that was quick. I don't know if I can get too into that. The other thing that was pretty funny, for me at least, was there was this guy posting like a comedian thing. He's like, oh, I'm looking for comedians to do an open mic later in the year. Send me your videos and, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not afraid to send a video. So I sent him the video of my first stand-up, and I'm like, hey, that was my first one. I plan on doing stand-ups consistently over the next, you know, however many months until you do it. And he must have looked at it and he's just like, yeah, not interested, which was fine. Like, I really wasn't offended. I kind of figured that. And then I was just like, oh, well, like, just for curiosity for the future, if I want to do something like this, like, can you send me a video, like an example of you doing stand-up, just so I know like what my competition is, what kind of people. The guy was just like so beating around the bush with that. And then he was basically like, I don't have any videos to send you. And like the more I looked at his profile and I Googled him online, I didn't see any stand-up. So I'm like, you seem kind of like a scam, I'm not gonna lie. And then he was even coming at me like, oh, I didn't mean to offend. And I'm like, you really didn't offend me. I was like, I'm just a curious mind. So I was like, why don't you have any stand-up available if you're like supposedly an aspiring stand-up person? So that was a tangent. Kind of my ADD or ADHD went down that road for a little bit. Was kind of like hacking away on social media, honestly being more of a consumer than producer today, which is fine. That's my day of rest. No problem with that. Kind of reminds me of the quote from Big Lebowski. What's this day of rest shit? You know, that's Jesus from it. But no, it was good. Good day of rest. Love you, dog. Love you too, Perry, dude. I tried calling you the other day. Definitely will reach out again. Appreciate Danny Gordon joining. Yo, I'm dead serious about that Bubba D, though. You know, they got the Jeff version with the ketchup and fries and heavy-handed. I'm just saying, a nice runny egg, some thick-cut bacon on a triple. That'd be freaking good, okay? I don't even know if you need lettuce and tomato. Probably don't add lettuce and tomato. You're better off. But the fries, I mean, potatoes go good with eggs. So, I mean, the fries could be included. That could be like the Bubba D Supreme, whatever you want to do there. As long as you send it my way, I won't take any proceeds from that. But yeah, I definitely want the shout out to the Bubba D. But yeah, jokes aside. Oh, no, you're good, Perry. Definitely want to hear about the Juul. Make sure you quit the Juul. Perry's claiming he's quitting Juuls, everyone. He sent a Snapchat, so if you see him smoking it, just give him a nut tap for me. But yeah, so anyways, I actually have this goal. I mentioned on my last live that I'm trying to organize kind of an open mic, and so I posted in one of the group chats, or not group chats, but the groups on Facebook, like who would be interested. There's a huge interest actually from the comics in the area, and so that'd be sweet to get together. I'm really excited for that opportunity. I'm looking into it. Licensing for liquor is really tough in South Carolina. It's the Bible Belt. I think I may have to just do like a beer and wine license for the start. Completely fine with that. And I'm thinking like basically make just enough to like pay off the comics and all of the like upfront costs through ticket sales, and then make the money off, mostly liquor sales. And then I'd love to invite food trucks and stuff like that to come. Maybe even have my own food truck one day, flip some eggs for them or something like that, make some money, old Newcomb Farm style. But that's kind of down the road. I don't really want to do food. I think drinks is where I'd make the most money. Unfortunately, if I have to go to like Costco, it'd suck. But I would try to just get like kegs at that point. Like maybe work with a brewery, get some of their stuff in there and buy it wholesale. And then actually, I think there's a rule about that, so I'd have to find like a middle ground. I don't want to break any laws. Everything's supposed to be above board. I'm either looking to rent an event space monthly, which is probably my first few times, and then ultimately, if I can buy a space, it'd be awesome. Multi-use. Weirdly enough, me and my brother Richard have been talking about like a MMA type, promotion, which would be very cool if I have those licenses and then the building itself. So that's kind of business talk, and maybe because this is rest and relaxation, shouldn't talk too much about that, but just excited. As I put out there before, if there's anyone who wants to partner with me, I'm more than happy to do so. I think there's plenty of money available in that type of venture, and I really just need someone to kind of hold me accountable, someone who has a skill set, someone who has no problem reaching out to people and getting kind of ticket sales up. But I definitely think that comedians would be interested. I'm going to set up live streams, maybe do like for the live stream charge people. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I mean, it'd be good to, with the live stream, maybe make a little on the gates and then just like post it afterwards on YouTube. But like that's the way to incentivize people to maybe pay on the day to make a little bit extra. Nothing crazy. Like it'd be like $2, $5, even $1 maybe, just to like make some money, and 1,000 people join. That's 1,000 extra bucks, right? So at the end of the day, like I'm not money hungry. I'm not trying to make billions. I don't even know what I would do with $1 billion. Like I just want to make enough money to pay my bills, kind of achieve these goals, and just keep going full stroke. Yeah, see you. I appreciate it, Melissa. Can't wait to see you for my birthday, turning 30 this year. Anyways, appreciate everyone joining. Gonna go through this kind of agenda that I have right now. See how it is. This is actually worth celebrating. I got 3 people on Facebook right now, 3 people on Instagram, some active people. I love it. Keep on coming. I'll definitely try to start these earlier. Keep your eye open for it. I'm really trying to start doing like a morning one and then an afternoon, but there's really no rhyme or reason, so you might see it random. I am obviously doing a better job getting it posted on all of them at once because we're live on YouTube at Shane D. Actually, it's not laughable, man. I like that, Rich. But it's not Shane D. That's me yet. I'm actually on like Mondayvert, I think. Might be Mondayvert LLC. Let me see if I can see the what my YouTube is. Bear with me here. Yeah, it's at Mondayvert, and there's actually no underscore right now, LLC. I'll probably add the underscore. I'm just all about being consistent between the tags. Just makes things a lot easier. So right now it's Mondayvert, LLC. That's being streamed on YouTube. On Twitch, I'm both at Shane D. That's me. And I'm also at just Mondayvert. And so feel free to kind of consume this however you want. I'm kind of taking a page off Gary V. I know I shouted out him early, kind of joking with him. One thing he did that was kind of brilliant was muted himself on like Instagram, was like, go to Twitch. I don't think I'm going to make that play. I don't have nearly enough people. But if you can, definitely try to get people on TikTok for me. Follow away. I need the TikTok followers to get to 1,000 so that I can actually go live there. I'd love to do that and just kind of keep the exposure going. I think I have some lessons for people, when I am on topic, and we'll see how I can do here. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, I'm very happy, but it's not like you're happy every minute. I've heard people say they don't like the word happiness, more like fulfillment. I agree with that. I think fulfillment is about being happy more times than you're sad. Just getting like things available to you. Not being limited and really just having like that full self-expression. So anyways, I'm not going to put any names on this, and I've just had some things in my life. This actually applies to a few people, so it's definitely no one specific, and it actually even applies to myself, but something I'm dealing with is like addiction. And there's a lot of addiction out there, and so just want to send a message, like if you're struggling with addiction, if you're thinking about going sober, even if you don't do it for months at a time, just take a couple days off, let that brain get right, really try to give yourself some rest. If you're smoking weed a lot, like I was, take a break, you know what I mean? A good tolerance break. See if you really need it, because I think a lot of people like myself are just kind of sedating themselves from these creative thoughts. They seem like racing thoughts, but they're not bad thoughts to have, right? Like have those thoughts, use them, try to manifest something positive, and just keep pushing forward. That's really all you can do. I've had huge support right now, and I think if you just like surrender yourself to others and you allow them to contribute, um, then there's going to be like a ton of people in your life reaching out. You might not even be really ready for that. So the first part's addiction. Definitely, if you're struggling with it, um, just try to take a break. You know what I mean? And I think there's plenty of people that have great moderation. If you've ever said I need to take a break, just consider it. You know, dry January is great for that. You could take a dry February. Don't let anyone make you drink. I know socially it's tough, right? Like you want to go out, you want to enjoy things, you want to be with friends. You can have fun at a bar and not have to drink. I was actually at a bar this weekend and someone's like, "Aren't you tempted? Why would you tempt yourself with alcohol?" And I'm like, it'd be more tempting sitting in like a fishbowl, someone smoking. But even then, I could say no. Like if you don't want to do something, it's mind over matter, and so that's what it's all about, really. And you know, I'm not gonna lie. There's times where even in my head, I'm like, oh, that thing might make me want to drink, or this stress is making me want to drink, and I'm just like, I don't want to drink. So it's like instead of drinking to cure the stress, like go on a walk. Instead of drinking or smoking to cure that stress, like call someone, you know, talk on the phone, release that dopamine in other ways, go to church. I know I say that a lot. I'm like a preachy church guy now. But I swear, like something's just in the air there. And like I'm always big on communities. That's why I like the thing like Landmark. I just like people ultimately. So I'm sure you know that if you know me. Gonna keep going forward. So mental illness sucks. I really feel bad for anyone suffering with a mental illness, whether it's, you know, depression, even addiction's a mental illness. You could have like, you know, I don't know if autism is a mental illness or you would call that, but like really just anything that's mentally not 100%. I don't think anyone's really 100% mentally healthy, I guess what you would say. I think all people have a little bit of something there, whether it's ADD, ADHD, diabetes, and eating disorder. Take my clothes off. I'll take it off. But yeah, you know, like just have compassion for people, you know, and understand that like for some people, just brushing their teeth is a lot. Just getting out of bed is tough, and it's maybe not every day, but you know, it could be just that day. And if there's someone that you're like, I haven't heard from them in a while, don't be like thinking they're ignoring you. Don't think like, oh, it's weird. We haven't reach out to them. You never know what's gonna happen. I've been as happy as ever, and people reaching out to me makes me even happier. And so I hope that I'm impacting them. I hope they know they're impacting me, and just yeah, like keep this going. You know what I mean? There's so much negativity in the world. I know you guys probably all see me liking all your stuff, and I'm just like, hey, let's get your algorithms up. Let's get you out there. And even most of the stuff I do, like if you see me comment on it, you know I love it, right? Because if I'm commenting, that's like that extra mile. And so that's definitely an honor if you see a comment. You see a like, just know that I'm thinking of you. Because there's definitely times where I have considerations and just swipe right past them. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to like 15 stories. But sometimes I do. And so you'll probably see it's like Shandy, Shandy like, Shandy like, Shandy like. I'll go on my other profiles if I really like something and send it. So if you start seeing like Mondayvert and Shandy and Real Estate liking it all, just know that you're killing it. You know, anyone putting themselves out there is doing a good job. I also want to mention, like, I'll often talk about my friends' businesses. I love that, right? Like, if I was starting a business, I'd really hope that my friends would promote it. I have instances of starting a business, and hopefully they will do that. I know with real estate, I've had a lot of that, which is awesome. Just share their stuff, you know, don't even worry about mine. If you never share any of mine, that's perfectly fine. Just share your buddies' like restaurant, you know, like Gordo there, he's got Heavy Handed. I can't wait to go out there. Basically gonna plan a trip, just getting out there. I keep begging them to send me something in the mail. I don't even care if it gets me sick. I will eat anything from Heavy Handed. Just send it my way. It looks delicious. And if you aren't following Heavy Handed, look it up. They're based in Santa Monica. They have a food truck. They actually just opened another one somewhere I don't actually know exactly where. It's like, yeah, I'm not even going to try to butcher it because I don't know. But yeah, mental illness sucks, right? And the last thing I'll say about that really is just there's not a lot of support as much as we'd like, right? Like a lot of the government funding seems to not be there. I just know it's very difficult. So anyone dealing with mental illness, just know that I'm here for you. Feel free to reach out anytime. Doesn't matter what that mental illness is, addiction, depression, you know, something diagnosed, undiagnosed. I'm here for you. Believe me, I probably have like a form of anger issues because I just get so frustrated sometimes. I also just want to call it, like I was saying, church for me is the community. But I think there's a lot of opportunities for people to be part of community. And I really hope that you guys can reach out and find that. I'm very lucky right now. I have my real estate community. I have the community kind of from my dad and his friends. I have community around the golf crew that I go with. It's just like the four guys. I'm in a Bible study, or it's called the life group, I guess. So I have that support. And then I really like just felt the vibe from that Beyond Me Publishing. And they kind of mentioned there's another open mic. So the open mic space, which might be more poetry focused eventually than actually comedy for me. I'd love to even make almost a poem that's somewhat comedy. Hey Christian, how's it going? But yeah, so I'd love to keep that going. I'm also joining comedy, like I said, so really excited to have that as part of my community too. I just want a world where we can all kind of blend together. I'm a very positive person. You can have bad days, and sometimes just tell someone that you're close to. It's like, hey, I just need a little pick me up. I need a little support. Nothing wrong with that by any means. So I'm now on like a bunch of whiteboards because I just hated wasting paper. I don't know. Maybe there's something bad about like expo markers. That's my one whiteboard. Now I have another one here. Like I said, I get a couple. Oh, kind of colors look sweet because it's in green. Oh wow. Whoa. Anyways, that was a little much. But yeah, I mean, I guess I wrote another note. Just like a lot of people know that the drugs and alcohol aren't helping, but I think their fear of looking bad and losing friends is kind of stopping them. Um, you know, all of my social life previously revolved around drinking, and I think that's not uncommon for people. I think even so, kind of, I probably should have reviewed this a little before I went into it, but I'm actually almost wrapping up. But I want to call something out. I think anyone who like went to college, some people who didn't, right? I think it started maybe even in high school. There's like a work hard, play hard mentality, and I think that's a curse a little bit. Where, like why do you have to work hard and play hard? Like why? What does play hard even mean? Like you could play for enjoyment. Like that has like a weird connotation, right? And so like they say work smarter, not harder. So I'm saying like work smart and party smart, right? Like do things that work for you in moderation. Don't just or it's not party smart, but play smart. Don't harm yourself. Don't go above and beyond your means. I even have a joke that I said like, where I'm Ubering, so I always got shit faced. Like that's not the way to go. You're Ubering so you don't get a DUI. You're not Ubering so that you can just like absolutely go off the handle and stuff like that. If you find yourself blacking out, which I tend to do, whether it was because I didn't eat or what, just definitely over drinking, that's not good either, right? Like if your brain isn't remembering it, like alcohol is a poison. So not me preaching here, but just like something to consider, right? Like if you're drinking on the weekend because your week is so bad, like why is your week so bad? Like are you doing something you love? Are you overexerting yourself? Have you not set boundaries with your work? And I'm the worst proponent of that. I basically just had to like leave my job for it to get the right work balance. And I was in my I'm not going to call any names again. I'm just kind of like from experience and what I'm hearing. I was in this life study and this one guy was just like, yeah, man, I want to do this, but work stressed me. I wake up and I'm stressed at work, and I'm just like, that's awesome, Christian. I acknowledge that. Never drank and smoked once. Don't even do it if you don't have to. But this guy that was here or there, he's just saying how like he loves his job and he's just a perfectionist. And I'm like, well, maybe you need to give up being perfect and let others contribute. And because is it really like worth it when you're going home stressed, when you're waking up stressed? Money is so important, but it really isn't everything, right? Like your health and well-being is more important. Even if you're making a little bit less, find what makes you happy. For me, it was getting closer to my dad, getting to enjoy more sunlight. I hated the winter. I stayed inside so much, basically a hibernating bear, which nothing wrong with that. But you don't want to be like sunshine is actually a huge medicine for depression and stuff like that. So get outside. Like if you're feeling sad, I always post it. It's like feeling sad, go for a walk. I don't remember it, but basically it's like exercise, go for a walk, drink some water, and it's bound to like solve most of your problems. So that's kind of the college paradox that I call it. And the reason I say that is a lot of my friends, and it's like all these blue collar workers, they seem like they're willing to kind of go sober. And I see these guys, they're making good money. They don't have college debt. They're the ones that are getting married, have their shit together. They're the happiest ones around. And like, I hope it doesn't come off as a bad way, but Eddie Nee is like the greatest example of that. My friend, really love you. Hope you can listen to this. But that man, I mean, he gave up drinking. His life's never been the same, right? Like he's got 3 awesome kids, a beautiful wife, great job. He's talking about buying a second home. He's already like bought a second house. Like he sold and bought a house. So yeah, I mean, oh, thank you, Renee. Yeah. Anyways, I'll finish what I'm saying and I'll talk about the background for you, Renee, a little bit, which is kind of cool about it. But so, yeah, Eddie, just shout out to you. And like, I love to see that. Mike Max, another person that, has done a great job out of my friend group. I'm a little bit closer to Eddie than Mike Mack. Mike Mack was once a roommate. Someone I should probably reach out to. This isn't the first time saying it. So my challenge with myself is in the next couple of days, just reach out to Mike Mack, get on the phone with him. I doubt he's hearing this or seeing this, But I do miss him a lot. You know, you live with someone for like almost 2 years and then you don't talk to him much. It's kind of a weird occurrence. I know he's busy and I'm busy, but that doesn't mean we can't make time for each other. So, you know, let that be a lesson for you guys that that's how I think about it. Like if I say it twice, then I'm just going to do it. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Like, you know, the last thing I'll say, like with happiness and friends, I don't know, I can't even really read my writing, but um, consider that if you're not where you want to be in life right now, maybe you can do something different to actually get where you want to be, right? If the same actions, like they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If you find that you're not where you want to be, like change something, right? It doesn't have to be everything at once if that's too much. Like if you find yourself smoking a lot, stop smoking and see if you'll get what you need to get done. Start working out and see what you get done. Start calling people. Just do something different, right? And I'm not trying to be in that hustle culture. I think the last week I was a little bit of a hustle culture, but it was really doing stuff for myself. Like I tried out for the play, which I got the part. I actually looked up the part. I have like 67 lines basically. So it's not 10 by any means. I'm in quite a few scenes, so I'm excited. I read them. They look very funny. You know, I'll post the dates. I'm also going to work on trying to get it online and stream now that I have that skill set, and I'd love to help him maybe make a couple bucks for the gates. But that's there. In terms of the background, Renee, so the cool thing about this, there's one of these, and it's not on the screen right now. One of these was kind of the original. And so what I have is like a program. It's AI, ChatGPT. Anyone could make one, right, like on their own, the websites. And I'm happy to show you guys how to do that if you want. I know a lot of people talked about AI art. There's kind of mixed feelings about it and stuff like that. But so I have it basically anytime I'm asking ChatGPT something, I have it make a little piece of art based on it because I think that's cool. I think like if you just tell like, oh, make a painting of a teddy bear, or make a painting of a girl's hair, you know, like that's on fire. It wouldn't be as cool really, but what's cool about it and what makes it art to me is that I'm not telling it to make this blue-haired girl. Like it was probably writing a story about some song and maybe it was like, oh, a beautiful girl in the city and her hair's in the air. And the art itself came up with a prompt. It came up with the art. Yeah, that's cool, Christian. Listen, I like I said, I think in a way, this AI made art is actually outside of just being AI art. It's kind of in like a standalone, maybe it's poetic performance art, whatever you want to call it. As you can see in the background, it's very cool. These are happening kind of at different speeds. They're not all the same. There's actually an overlap here and an overlap there. So the AI certainly didn't do this all at once. That's my creativity blended with the AI. I think we need to learn how to use the tools, right? Like the artist, the smartest artist, and that's a good rhyme, is going to use all the tools available, right? Like just because a potter now has the ability to use a more intense tool, you know, like the wheels mechanized and not by his foot pound, that doesn't mean it's any less art. He just used the technology that was available. And so that was my argument about it. The other thing that's cool, right, is like I can take a picture that I like and there's something called variations. And so I'm a very big nerd with coding and stuff like that. So some of these variations kind of started with the first picture and then I did a variation and then I variation that one and I variation that one. And when you get down to like 10 variations, it starts getting really weird. So like the original one, I'm trying to find it. The original one is like kind of a thin girl with normal hair. No fire. The fire is like kind of on this one. Oh, that one that just went. These are kind of the original looking ones. And then when they started to get really crazy variations, you get this girl's neck, like the long neck. She looks kind of different. Some with froze. There's one where it's very cartoony, and it's like she has like a castle on her head, which you'll start to see. And so I basically like let it go like 12 out. And then once I found one that I liked again, I made variations of that and variations of that. So there's probably about like 80 to 100 different variations of these that are all pretty similar. The concept's the same. So this is a kind of like art thing that I'm working on. Just because I think it's kind of cool to do, where you can like have one basic art, and maybe I'll switch it up next time and have like a whole different background. This is just one that I've had on for a while. Definitely can't do it too much or it'll get boring. But I definitely appreciate you asking, Renee. If you ever have a picture you want to work with, you know, we can definitely figure something out. I have like a green screen behind me that makes it work. But anyways, I'm probably about to wrap it up. I really appreciate everyone joining, contributing. Keep on keeping it up. You know, help me out with TikTok. Share this with all your friends, whatever you can. Just know that, like, hey, they're loved. I hope they know that the world isn't out to get them. At least not me over here. I'm here to help. I'm here to spread love. Pick of mom. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you gave me the right one, maybe. I don't know how good it would work. Like, it's a little bit better with art and stuff like that. But yeah. So everyone have a great day. Tomorrow's going to be back in business. I probably have a little bit more to do tonight, but overall it was a day of rest. If you guys are tired and you've had back-to-back days, take a day off. You know, let yourself rest a little. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. That is the Instagram video, and now I'm ending the Facebook. And now I need to end all the others. Peace out, YouTube. Peace out, Twitch. Thanks for joining. I'm so happy I finally figured this out. In the future, I'm going to be on like TikTok. I'm going to be on all my friggin' YouTubes at once.